Hi there, I'm Java Jim with First Line Equipment, and we also have a special guest today, Mauro Macchiato from Lelit, or Gemme, from Brescia, Italy. He is here today visiting us, and we are making a few videos, and one of them is to give you a little secret about some of the Mara machines. Now, if you have a Mara made by Lelit, which does not have a PID display here, does not have a pressure stat inside, but does have a PID sensor that monitors the temperature. And we've told you in the past, you really can't change the temperature. Well, just a little secret. We found out today you can change the temperature, and we're gonna show you how to do it. Please be aware that if you do any damage to the machine, it's not covered under warranty. So please, 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 extra care. Okay, so we have a Mara machine here. This can apply to the the PL62, and what we sold in the past as the ST model, as long as you don't have a pressure stat and you don't, again, have a PID sensor. And we're basically gonna take the machine apart to show you how to make this change. Again, you can damage it, so extra care is needed, and it won't be covered under any warranty because you're creating the damage if you damage it. All right, so the first step is unplug the machine from the wall outlet. You don't want to go inside the machine when it's plugged into the wall outlet. Okay, you take the top covers off, and Mauro here is going to assist me. Take the drip tray out, and basically you're going to have an empty machine. And what's the first step that we should do, Mauro?
We have to remove the
top cover
and the panel.
And the body panel goes around. So the tools you're going to need, you can use an electric drill with a Phillips head drill bit, T15 torque screwdriver you may need. On the top there could be torque screws or Phillips head screws, and or a Phillips head screwdriver. And another secret is a, what do you call this in Italian?
Spilletta.
Spilletta, and this means paper clip. So make sure you get a small paper clip. Okay, once again, unplug from the outlet, most important. I like to use our trusty drill right here. I have had my gloves on from the start. Mauro just put on his gloves. And there's a whole bunch of screws, kind of like a modular system here, that everything is held nice and tight together. What I do like to do is have a cup readily available for the screws. And
okay.
This makes it very easy.
Jim,
yes.
Today the electronic card works with the temperature at 122 degrees.
122 degrees, yes. Fahrenheit or Celsius?
Celsius degrees.
Because I was going to say Fahrenheit is going to be very cold.
Yes, no, Celsius, and we can make an upgrade to have the temperature at 224 degrees.
224 or 124?
124.
Celsius.
Celsius.
Okay, because I get
not
confused.
Fahrenheit.
Not Fahrenheit.
In Italia, we use Celsius.
So here's the top panel we're removing. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of screws. And now we take out what? Next to the screws on the side?
Now we have to remove this.
Right, and what we start, on the bottom or on the side?
Okay, in these 4 screws.
4 screws, okay.
2 and 2.
This one I don't have a drill. And what do we got there? What's that yellow thing you have there?
What's them?
What's the yellow thing you got there? What's that?
I take this to not damage the group, because now we have to ribaltare, dobbiamo piegare la macchina.
Mm-hmm. You know, my Italian's not very good.
Okay. Your wife speaks Italian better than you.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, what's the next step?
Next step is put the machine
forward?
Yes.
And then where we're going to go on the bottom now?
Now we have to remove these 2 screws and this.
So 5 screws, 2, 4, 5, right?
Yes.
And you notice these screws on the bottom are bigger.
Yes.
There are some other screws that are very similar. Oh, I dropped that screw. We'll get that later. Oh, wrong one. That's the inner one.
Wrong one. This and
This
this.
one right here.
Yes.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And now pay attention to not damage.
Not damage the body, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we got the body off. Here, catch.
Now,
Now what do we do? Well, you're pretty strong. You can lift the machine up.
yes, I eat very well.
You
here
eat
in
very
Houston.
well? Okay.
Okay, now here we have the electronic card.
Where?
Here.
Okay.
Okay. We have to remove it.
We have to remove
Unscrew
this. Okay, what I like to do is I have body screws here, the torque screws here, bottom screws here. I actually separate these out. You can put them in little cups.
Okay.
So now what do we take this out? What do we do?
Now you can look this. You can put this outside on the machine.
Outside, okay.
Okay. It's important. Read this.
NTC.
In Italiano, why we are Italian, there is 3 more 5 in the diagram.
Okay.
Okay.
So in this diagram, there's mark 3 and 5, there's a wire attached. So we need to take this off?
Okay. And is writing contatto chiuso T-set 121.
Okay.
Contact close 121.
So it means 122, right?
Yes. Okay. Contatto aperto.
Open.
Open. Contact open. 123 in this case.
So it goes to 124.
Okay. Now I have to make this.
Okay, so he just pulled the cover out on the bottom and he's sliding out the cover for the board. Good idea to wear black gloves, white gloves, any vinyl gloves. You don't want to get your skin oil or any type of contaminants onto this board. And then what are we doing here? I just see a couple wires here.
3 and 5 is this.
So is this one? So 1 open here, 2 has the red, 3 and 5. So we can, how do we pull this out?
Okay. 1, 5, 4, 3 is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like a bomb.
Okay, so which ones are we taking out?
Now we take off this.
Yes.
You can't make wrong.
Right.
Okay. Now I take the name
Paper clip.
paper clip and I remove.
So you're pushing down
Yes.
and you're removing the white wire.
1 and 2. Now il contatto è aperto.
So now there's no contact, so now it's going to go up to 124 degrees Celsius. And this will give you a little more steam power. And then when you insert,
You can't make a mistake.
you cannot make a mistake, so it goes the other way. See, the ridges go to the outside. And you push it in
It click. Okay.
and click. And this was on really, yeah, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 5. Okay.
Yes. Conserve this if you want to come back.
Right, if you want to go back, some people can snip the wires and be done with it. We don't suggest that. Best to remove it and then hold this on the side. And then if you want to put it back in, right? If you want to put it back in, you're going to push it in here.
If you make a mistake with the number,
So here, we're going to go in here, this one, 1, 2, 3, right?
okay.
Right, it's going in there.
In the other,
And the other's going where?
1, 3, 1. You have to read. 1, 2, 3.
4 or 5. Okay, so if you want to go back to the old temperature because it's too hot, and then just push these in, and then we slide the cover off, put it back on, right? Make sure the other side clips in as well.
It is not your work.
Not my work.
It is not your work.
Okay. Show me my master.
Zlita. Okay, it's important, this key. Push, 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 quiet. Okay, you want to try?
Now, no, I'm not going to try. You showed me how to do it. Okay?
Pay attention to not
Pay attention to what?
correct, reinstalling the same part, not this.
Right. So you look at the threads here, and that's
Okay.
going to go to the front.
No, not in the other side.
Right. Look for where the threads are. That's where the screw is going to go in. Push this in.
Pay attention to the wire. Okay.
Okay. And then we're going over here. Now we'll get this screw in there, and you may have to hold the brain unit. And if it gives you an issue, cloth is in my way here. That's what it is. Easier with the screwdriver in this one. Bad angle for me. You want to make sure the brain unit goes back in vertically, because this is a protective cover in case there's any water leaks inside or you pour water over the machine. And basically at this point, you're going to get the body panel back on, the top panel back on with all the screws, and then you could test the machine at that point. Well, after putting the body panels back on, the top panel, the side panel, getting everything back assembled, go ahead and plug in the unit, put the water tank in filled with water, and test your unit. You should have a little bit more steam power just to gain a little more extra steam if you're steaming a lot of milk. However, you will raise the temperature of the boiler a little bit more, which can affect your espresso. So again, pulling out the wire and keeping it, you might want to go back. It's really difficult to get those little wires, so please don't splice it, please don't damage it. Again, test your machine, see if everything's working fine. If not, go back. We appreciate you watching here at First Line, our YouTube channel. We appreciate Mauro Macchiato joining us here for today, showing us this little secret about changing the temperature on these particular models. And again, thank you for watching. We hope you have a great day. If you can, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Any comments or questions, you can go right to our Mara pages. We have a Q&A section, a tab where you can ask questions. You can also ask questions down below. Again, thank you for coming. We appreciate your visit.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. Take care.
Ciao.